Hi, my beautiful YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Sunday Reset podcast, where we meet every Sunday to prepare for the week ahead. All right, so let's do a little life update before we get into the topic today. First of all, thank you for being patient. This was a very busy week for me, so I didn't have the chance to record any digital marketing videos this past week, but it is coming on Wednesdays. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'm going to show you guys how those Instagram quote pages actually generate revenue. Your mind is going to be blown. All right, so let's do a little life update. Ava graduated from kindergarten on Friday. Here's a photo of her. It was so cute, and she got recognized for an award for her class, which was super cool. I absolutely cried like a baby. It's just so fun to watch your children progress, and I'm just so proud of her. She's handled this year with so much grace, so many changes in her life, and she is just the best kid, honestly. Then yesterday, which is Saturday, we celebrated with a graduation party. Here's a little preview of it. So fun fact about me, I love designing her parties and I get a lot of joy out of doing that stuff for her. There's something so therapeutic about being able to give your children what you didn't have. I was just looking at her playing yesterday on the trampoline with all of her friends. We did like water balloons. And of course I have my pool up and they were just having so much fun. But I was just sitting back looking at her like, I will never take this for granted, right? Like I'm so grateful that I can give her this type of childhood and these type of memories, even as a single mom doing it all on my own. It's truly a blessing I do not take for granted any second of any day. Okay, other than that, I haven't done a book update in a while. So right now I have it on my Kindle. I'm reading Where We Were Strangers. So far, so good. Really loving it. I'm only about halfway through, but I definitely would recommend. If you want like a cute little love story, comment down below. Let me know, what are you reading right now? You guys know my TBR list, which stands for to be read, is a mile long, but I love adding to it because I will eventually get to all those books. So comment down below. Tell me what you're reading right now. All right, guys, let's get down to it. You're forgetting to live your life. You're forgetting to live your life. Let me tell you what I mean by that, because most of us are just surviving. We're just going through the motions of day-to-day life, right? But we are not present and we are not living our lives. Let me put this into perspective for you, okay? Because 20 years from now, how old will I be? Almost 54. Okay, that makes me want to cry a little bit. But you know how fast 20 years goes, like that, right? 20 years from now, I would trade everything I have to be this age again. I think about that all the time. A lot of you ask me how I stay so consistent teaching on YouTube and talking about digital marketing and teaching people how to make money online. But here's where that motivation comes from. To me, nothing worse in life than regret. Okay. Then my biggest fear, honestly, is getting to the end of my life and realizing that I didn't go as hard as I should have. But I'm so consistent with talking about digital marketing because of the things it has given me. And I'm not talking about materialistic things. Yes, those are nice. Whatever though. You know what I mean? Who cares? To me, it's like the freedom that I have. If I lost my 9-to-5 job today, I would be fine. And I want everybody to feel that kind of freedom. It's just like a relationship, right? Like when you have your own money in a relationship, the only thing that they can offer you is how they treat you, because they know that you can leave whenever you want to leave. You know what I mean? And that's where I want you guys to be with your jobs, with your 9-to-5s. Now, some people like me, I do sales because I genuinely enjoy it. I really do. But for the people who don't enjoy their jobs so much, I want them all to have the freedom of making money different ways. And I think you would be very surprised that you'll make more online than you do in your 9-to-5. And it really does, it kind of messes up your perception of money, because you'll start looking at your paycheck and you'll be like, so I worked 40 hours for $2,000 or less, but in digital marketing, yesterday I made $2,000 in 10 minutes. It really does mess up your perception of money, and you see how much these companies do not care about you. Let me remind you of something, okay? I took a course, used the information in the course to generate a lot of money. I really would just want to drive that point home. I'm not special. I was just sick and tired of myself in my life, okay? And I think everybody, and I know you know what I'm talking about, right? You have that breaking point where you're like, this cannot be my life every day. It just can't be. Right? Like, I know I'm meant for more. I know I'm supposed to do more with my life than I'm doing right now. I know that for sure. You can feel it. It is a feeling in your soul. That feeling that's driving you to push forward and just keep going into the unknown until you see the results that you want to see. It takes a lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of courage to dive into something not knowing what the outcome will be for you. But that same courage that you use to jump out of what you know you don't deserve is the same courage that will take you exactly where you want to go. That manifested life you have in your vision board, that's the kind of courage that will take you there. Okay, because let me remind you of something. If you died today, okay, your job would put up a job description tomorrow. They do not care about you. Do not live for these companies. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, they do not care about you. They care about business. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because they're a business. You're there to work for them, and they're going to pay you in exchange for your time and knowledge. It is a business transaction, but they do not care about you as a person, okay? And what I want you guys to get to is to the point where you're like, even if I lose this job that's keeping my life afloat right now, I'll be fine. I know how to make it back online. I know how to take the skills that I already have to make digital products and see freedom. That's the place where I want you guys to get to. Now, like I said before, in 20 years, you would trade everything you have to be this age again. You're not living your life. You're surviving, right? There's a difference between living and surviving. There's a difference between being there and being present. Now, if things like financial instability are making you crazy and you're always like disassociating with when you're with your family and your children because you're just in survival mode, by the way, I know what that's like. It's awful. I don't wish that on anyone. But if that's where you are right now, I want you to take a step back for me. Honestly, take a step back. I want you to think back to a moment that you were with your family and you disassociated because you were stressed out about work or money. I want you to think about it like a movie, like you're watching your life on a movie screen. Now, if you were watching that moment in a movie, you would be like, girl, get up. You have so many options. Like, there's so many ways to get you out of this situation. Like, you can do this if you just get up and be present and stop disassociating and face your problems. Put in the work. That's what you'd be screaming at the movie, right? Now, why can't you do that for yourself? Nobody helped me in the beginning, okay? Like, I had to figure everything out on my own, but it's that drive, that knowing that you deserve more. I want you to think of your life as a movie from now on, okay? How would you want your movie to end? What scene are you in right now? Are you in the struggling scene? Before the triumph, okay? I want you to think of your life as a movie. You're the director. How can you change the ending of your movie? How are your actions affecting your children, your husband, your attitude, which in turn affects everybody around you, how your children view you, how they'll associate with you when they're adults? I think about that all the time because here's a wake-up call. The money is out there. You just have to go get it. You have to get over your mind, your mindset. Your mindset is holding you back, babe. It just is. I need you to stop disassociating, come back down to earth, and go get that bag. If nothing else, so you can be more present with your children. Now, aside from finances, you've also stopped doing the things that you love. And let me tell you why this is so detrimental to your health. You guys know I love photography. That's not a secret on this channel. When I stop doing that, when I go like a month or two without photographing Ava or doing something artistic or photographing a friend's family or whatever, I genuinely can feel my creative juices draining from my body. I don't feel motivated. I don't want to film. I get a little depressed, to be honest, if I'm not doing something creative. And I know that when I pick up my camera, I feel so much better and I'm like a better human being because of it, because I love the process of creating. I love the process of creating photos. I love the process of creating YouTube videos. I'm a creative person. That's what makes me happy, right? Have you stopped doing things that genuinely make you happy? What were your hobbies before life started lifing? right? And smacking you in the face. Even if it's hard to do it right now, I want you to go back to doing those hobbies that you love. Here's what is going to happen when you do that, even if you're stressed out right now. Okay, just hear me out. First of all, when you're doing something creative, like a photo shoot, or maybe you're a painter and you're painting a really pretty picture, because you're in the creative flow of your hobby, your brain does not have time. Your brain does not have time to disassociate from life. That is the most present you will ever be, is when you're in your creative flow. Maybe it's videography. Maybe you like gardening. It doesn't matter what you're doing, right? Maybe your hobby is reading. I know when I read, I don't think about anything other than the book I'm reading. When I'm doing a photo shoot of Ava, I'm not thinking about anything other than how I'm going to edit these beautiful pictures. When I'm creating a YouTube video, or maybe it's a cinematic YouTube video, I'm thinking about the scenes, the editing, the lighting, and I'm not thinking about my problems. Hobbies are such a life hack. They keep you in the present moment. They keep those creative juices flowing. And you know what happens when those creative juices are flowing? You get other ideas for other areas of your life. You're more pleasant to be around because you're doing something that you love. You could even get your kids involved. So not only are you not thinking about your problems, but now you're being present with your children and your family. One thing I did when I was super stressed about money is I stopped picking up my camera. I pretty much just spent all that time worrying about my problems when I should have been just creating and trusting in the universe that it was all going to work out. Okay. Because what does worrying about your problems do? Nothing. It doesn't change anything, because when you wake up, you still have your problems, right? Never stop doing what you love. I hope you guys got something out of this podcast. Don't forget, I'm going to teach you how those Instagram quote pages make money on Wednesday. It is a full masterclass. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.